Alright, hey everybody, I'm out here with Firefighter Sharp. Today we're going to go over a basic hydrant setup. There's been some issues in the past with people having trouble setting up the hydrant correctly. So we're going to go over what's in the hydrant bag and a proper setup if we were to have a call and you were on water sector. So go ahead, Grim.
Alright, so starting with what's in the bag. These are all the items that are in the bag. You also have to grab the main gate that's off the back of the pumpers or in the side of the aerial. You know where they're located. So that's our main, but in the bag themselves there's two hydrant gates. One is going to be open and one is going to be closed. And the reason we do that is just so that when we're opening up the hydrant, the one that's open, it'll allow it to flush right away, and then we'll close that once the hydrant's flushed, and then we can hook up a line to it if need be. We have a flashlight in the bag. We also have an adapter. So some of our hydrants in Midland, not all of them are threaded like this one at the fire hall. Some of them do have a Storks connection. So if you come across that, this just threads into the back of the gate, and then it'll clip on like the regular Storks connection on those hydrants in town that are set up that way.
So that's very important to know, guys, that those hydrants are out there, because those hydrants do have threads on them, but the threads will not work with our gate. You do need that adapter to the Storks.
And then lastly, we've got a couple of different hydrant wrenches and a pair of snips. And the snips are for if you come across in like a construction site or any hydrant that's got the metal straps, that just security type straps, we can cut that and then still use the hydrant. If it's strapped, it doesn't mean that it's out of service. If it's out of service, it'll have a bag on it. So cut those straps, hook up, and away you go. So for the setup, we want to set up all three sides.
Why do we hook up all three sides, Graham?
For multiple lines, if you need to hook up to multiple trucks, if a problem happens in one of your lines, if you burst something, and you don't have to waste time shutting the hydrant down and doing another connection and starting it back up again.
Perfect.
So, let's start with this. When you finally have it tightened, it's nice to have this handle below the nut on top, so that when you do go to open it, you're not wrapping your knuckles off of that or having to adjust every time. And when you're dressing these two sides, it's worth just taking a look at your surroundings on which one you're going to have, which side you're going to flush off of. So here's a good example. We have cars off to this side, so we'll put the closed one there and we'll flush it out where we have lots of room. And same thing, guys, put that on the side so that you're not hitting the hydrant wrench off the top of these gates. And give everything a tighten. Okay, now we're all hooked up and we're ready to open. You can double check that two of these are closed. Perfect. This one's open, so we're good to go. And as you're going, you'll start, I don't know if the video will catch it, but you'll be able to hear when the air starts coming up, and you can feel it too. There's a little bit of resistance there. You hear that? Okay, make sure that the hydrant's all the way open. And now you're ready to hook up your highball or whatever you need to whichever truck, and away you go.
Yeah, good job, Grim. So that's the basic hydrant setup. So that's the way all hydrants should be dressed when we roll up to a scene. If there's no front door, you obviously wouldn't hook up that front gate. But every other hydrant, that's the way it needs to be dressed. If you have any questions, let me know.